Ravi was just a painter. Not the kind that paints portraits or beautiful sunsets. He painted walls, dull, cracked, faded walls for people who paid just enough for him to survive. Nothing about his life was special. Until one day, a call changed everything. Old Thoka Mansion needs painting, the voice said. Ravi paused. The Haunted One. They'll pay triple. He needed the money. His mother was sick, rent was due, and no one else was offering work. So he packed his brushes and stepped into the house everyone in the village called cursed. He didn't know that by painting its walls, he'd be painting his own grave. Full story. The Thoka Mansion stood like a forgotten skeleton on the edge of the forest, its windows like hollow eyes, its roof bent like tired shoulders. No one had lived there for 40 years. People said strange sounds came from it at night. Some said they saw faces in the broken mirrors. Ravi didn't care. He needed the money. He arrived early in the morning. The sun was hidden behind thick clouds and the wind felt too cold for summer. The caretaker, a man with one eye and a limp, handed him the key. "Don't stay after sunset," the man muttered. Ravi laughed nervously. "Ghosts don't scare me. Empty pockets do." The man didn't smile back. Day 1. Inside, the house was dusty and full of cobwebs. But the walls, oh, the walls, they were worse. They seemed to bleed old, brownish stains. Strange symbols were faintly drawn, almost like someone had tried to hide them with whitewash. Ravi shook it off. Probably just mold. He set up his tools and began scraping. The first few hours went fine. But by afternoon, he noticed something strange. Every time he scraped one corner of the room, the other would get dirty again. As if the walls were breathing. Or reacting. He blamed his tired eyes. But then, as he took a break, he saw it. A small painting on the wall he hadn't noticed before. It showed a man standing in front of the house. Just like he was now. His face. His clothes. Even the red paint stain on his shirt. Ravi froze. This was impossible. He hadn't even painted yet. He tried to tear the painting down. But his fingers went right through it, as if it wasn't there at all. He told himself he was hallucinating and ran outside. But when he turned to look at the house, the painting was now on the outside wall. Day 2. He returned the next morning, determined to finish and get paid. This time, he ignored the painting and began working in the main hall. But the house had other plans. As he painted over an old symbol, his hand began to tremble. He couldn't stop. His brush moved on its own, drawing something. Something he didn't understand. When he stepped back, he saw the same symbol reappear, darker. Deeper, as if etched into the wall. He ran to another room. But every wall had started showing his face. Different expressions. One crying. One screaming. One staring blankly. And one was smiling. But it wasn't his smile. That night, he couldn't sleep. He saw walls in his dreams. Talking. Breathing. Laughing. And always painting him. Day 3. He decided to quit. He packed his brushes, ready to leave. But the door wouldn't open. He tried every window. Every latch. Locked. Trapped. He screamed for help. No one heard. He sat on the floor, exhausted. And then he saw it. The wall in front of him was wet. Dripping red. He touched it. Paint. No. Blood. It spelled something. Finish the portrait. Terrified, he stumbled backward. He turned to run. But the hall had changed. The mirrors were all showing different parts of his life. His childhood. His mother. His failures. His loneliness. His pain. And then, something new. A painting. Of him. Dead. Lying in front of the house. He hadn't painted it. Not yet. Final day. He had no choice. He began painting. But not with colors. The walls bled their own. The house guided his hands. Every brushstroke felt like slicing his own skin. But he kept painting. Because the house whispered, "If you don't finish it, your mother will take your place." He cried, screamed, begged. But the house only smiled through the walls. And he painted. For hours. Days. He lost track of time. He painted until the portrait was complete. And when he looked up, he saw the final version. His dead body, lying on the house floor. And his spirit, trapped in the painting. Now, people say the Thocker Mansion still stands. But no one paints it anymore. Because now there's a painting on every wall. Of a man with a red-stained shirt. Holding a brush. Screaming silently. Waiting for the next painter to take his place.